Okay, let's jump in. We're doing a deep dive today into Alfred Hitchcock, the master of suspense.
Absolutely. More than just the famous films, though. We want to look at the man, his journey, and what his methods can teach us now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
From a greengrocer's son, born Leytonstone, 1899, to this, well, cinematic giant. What are the lessons in structure, in preparation?
And that control you mentioned, it's really central. He died in 1980, actually became a dual UK citizen later on. But his early life, it seems key, intensely disciplined.
Right, and you see that structure from the get-go.
Yeah.
A strict Roman Catholic home, lived right above his dad's shop.
Greengrocer and poulterer, and the education, too. St. Ignatius College. Jesuit priests.
He actually credited them, didn't he? Said they taught him organization, control, and to some degree, analysis.
Yeah, and that discipline wasn't just mental. They used the ferula sometimes, for corporal punishment. A cane or paddle.
Oof, combine that with the famous childhood incident.
Ah, the police station story. His father sent him there, age 5?
Yeah, and a policeman, just briefly, locked him in a cell, left him terrified of law enforcement for life.
It's fascinating how that deep personal fear directly fueled his art, isn't it?
Totally. That recurring theme, the innocent man wrongly accused, he felt it gave the audience a greater sense of danger, made it easier to identify with the character.
You feel that vulnerability. His own career didn't start in film, though. He was a clerk first, 1919.
Henley Telegraph and Cable Company, right? Then advertising. He called that his first step towards cinema.
Then title card design for famous players Lasky, learning visual storytelling from the ground up.
And that visual sense paid off. His first big thriller, The Lodger in 27, that really established him.
And then Blackmail, just 2 years later, Britain's first talkie, a huge milestone.
He really honed his style in the UK. Films like The 39 Steps, The Lady Vanishes, setting up the whole Hitchcock blonde thing too, starting with Madeleine Carroll.
Before making the big move to Hollywood in 1939, and wow, the success there.
53 feature films in total. Rebecca won Best Picture in 1940. He got 5 Best Director nominations himself, though. Never actually won for directing.
Incredible nominations, though, Rebecca. Lifeboat, Spellbound, Rear Window, Psycho. But maybe his ultimate legacy film? Vertigo.
Oh, definitely. 1958, that British Film Institute poll in 2012, critics worldwide voting it the greatest film ever made. Amazing.
And Psycho was his most profitable. Just think, all that early discipline, that fear, it seems like it channeled directly into this need for absolute control on set.
Yeah, let's dig into that control, his methods.
Yeah.
Starting with maybe his most famous concept, the MacGuffin.
Ah, yes, the MacGuffin. That thing everyone's chasing, stolen plans, microfilm, whatever, but it's actually, well, meaningless in itself.
It's just a plot device, really, like the plans in the 39 Steps.
Exactly. And the lesson there for anyone managing anything complex today is about scope. Define the chase, the mechanism of the plot or the problem. Don't get lost in the weeds of what the actual thing is. Focus the energy.
That's a brilliant insight. Keep your eye on the process, not just the prize itself. And this control, it was everywhere, wasn't it? Especially his preparation.
Oh, meticulous doesn't even cover it. Storyboarding every single shot. Obsessive planning.
He had that quote, didn't he? Something like,
Once the screenplay is finished, I'd just as soon not make the film at all.
right, all the fun is over. Because for him, the film was already perfect on paper.
It's pre-visualization taken to the extreme. Create the perfect mental or visual model before you spend the big bucks, before you roll cameras. That focus on the visual, the composition. That's what he called pure cinema.
But that control, it also led to that infamous actors are cattle comment or accusation. How did that work? How do you get real performances like that?
Well, he clarified it, sort of. He apparently said all actors should be treated like cattle. In a nice way, of course.
In a nice way.
Yeah, I mean, the point wasn't cruelty, it was integration. He wanted actors who could fit perfectly into his pre-planned visual machine. He liked actors who could do nothing very well.
Meaning they could hit their marks, deliver the lines exactly as intended without adding their own improvisations.
Precisely. Execute the vision flawlessly, no deviation. It was all about the director's control.
So pulling it all together, the big lesson seems to be that power of visualizing everything first. Having absolute control over the narrative structure before you even start.
I think that's spot on. A true master of organization, really. And he got his knighthood right at the end, 1980 New Year honors, just a few months before he passed away. A fitting capstone.
Named one of the greatest directors ever by Total Film. So here's something to think about. If you had to pinpoint your own personal MacGuffin right now, that thing you're maybe obsessing over, but which isn't really the core issue. What would it be? Something to ponder.